Hey, it's BrickTsar. My name's Joseph. We are going to look at a Lego set from 1987. It is a vintage castle set. It is the Legoland Castle System Battering Ram, set 6062. This was a really cool theme. The original Gray Castle era, which began, I think, in 1984. Some really cool sets. You could interlock them together. The Black Falcons, which have the castle here, were my favorite. They were always battling these Lion King guys, the king's people there. They got lions on their shield. So it's a really cool set. I love that you can attach it to the other ones. That's why they have these little Technic pins over here. You get a ton of minifigures usually. I mean, a little small set like this, you got 6 minifigures. So that's awesome. So let's start by looking at those. These are the King's Knights. No back printing on these. I'm giving the turntable a reprieve. Anyway, he's got the axe torso, and that gold, much like Benny's torso, does wear off on all of these torsos, as a matter of fact. So you got the 2 axe torsos, and then the Lion King shield. I keep saying Lion King. That's the archer, and he's got the quivers in the back of his little thing there. So yeah, this is hard to find these in good condition if they've been played with, because it wears off really easy. And I got this from a collector. So these weren't played with that much. Alright, here are the Black Falcon Knights. I love the Falcon logo with the silver and black, just like my Atlanta Falcons. They do have red breeches on there. But you got an archer, an axeman, and spearman, and then they got their shields. But I love the Black Falcons. And that's why I will say that sometimes when I'm reviewing Marvel superhero sets, I accidentally call the Falcon the Black Falcon. Don't get mad at me. It's just, this was my favorite of the castle themes, and so that's why I said that sometimes. Alright, here's the Black Falcon's wall. Now, I wish I'd kept some of the other castle sets assembled. I do have, I think, one of the smaller ones that doesn't actually connect with this, but I'll get around to building the Black Falcon's castle and some of the other sets, and then show you how you can connect them all. Now, they're just thin. They're like 2-dimensional, practically. Not a lot of details. Sometimes they'll have the weapons in here, but there's usually not interior details. It's just a castle wall, essentially. And it does look really cool when you join several of them together. They have these printed pieces. Some Lego purists didn't like it when we got these big pieces. I, for one, did like them. I like the windows. Some would prefer that you have brick built there, and I can understand that. And this is kind of weird. I always feel like I left something off here. There's just that headlight brick. Looks like it should be holding a shield or something, but it's not really holding anything. So that is the wall. And then the King's people are supposed to come over here and try to get in. So they got this battering ram, which is a pretty detailed little cart for the time period. It's got the old wagon wheels, and then this is the battering ram part. So you get your momentum up, and then when you stop, it goes like that. That's supposed to be like some kind of weight. So it's supposed to put a hole in the door. You know, you're supposed to ram the door somehow like that. And then they can climb up, and it's called the battering ram. They also had another one called the siege tower, but you see how they get up there and all they got to do is jump the wall. So it's almost like a combination battering ram and siege cart. But that is a pretty cool little set. I do have the original box. I'll show you that real quick. Move this stuff out of the way. Love the yellow boxes. Say that every time I look at one of these. Love how they opened up and you can see the stuff if it's on the inside. It shows a kid playing with it there. That's pretty cool. The back shows all the different suggested buildings that you can make, and this is actually in the Lego catalog. I'll show you that in a second. Here is the instructions. The instructions don't show you any alternate builds, but it shows you it was made in 1987. Now I have a catalog. Now they usually ran these in for a number of years, like 3 years, is when this set would have been on the shelves. But this is a catalog, and I think this is an 88 catalog. Let me see here. Yeah, this is a 1988 catalog. Of course, that may have been printed in 87, and anyway, I don't know. So over here, we'll just go to this one section. I'm not going to go through this whole catalog, but I want to go to where the castle. Right here, it features actually the battering ram. I thought that was pretty neat. And then it shows you those alternate builds, which are on the box. So with the Legoland collection, a lot of possibilities there. So I thought that was pretty cool. Classic time in Lego history, the 80s. So that is a vintage Lego set. Set 6062, a Legoland castle system, the battering ram. And I think I've reviewed this before, but I didn't have the box, the instructions. I might have the instructions, but I didn't have the catalog. So I wanted to show you all this together in better condition. These gray pieces, they can fade if you leave them in the light, especially fluorescent light or sunlight, really fades them. I think the grays you can clean. I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to try it with hydrogen peroxide. But that's a whole nother video later. So anyway, there's another vintage castle Lego set. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like it. Check out our other castle reviews. We review castle, pirates. Those were my favorite themes in the 80s to 90s. Got trains, tons of videos with trains. Check them out. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is BrickTsar.